Welcome to 2023, my nostrils, and welcome to the Nashville Nose. It's me. Hi. I'm Dr. Magnifiscent. It's me. I'm a Swiftie. What can I say? Sorry, it's been a while since I've been posting regularly. My January has been real busy. My beloved fragrance content had to take a real back seat. But now I'm back, baby, and ready to diagnose for this year. And let's just point out the elephant in the room. Yes, my hair color is different. And next week it will probably be back to green again because I just had it changed, but I do have a lot of videos that I already filmed that I haven't edited and released yet. So my hair color will be all over the place. Just fair warning. Hey, it keeps it fresh and exciting, doesn't it? Anyway, so now that we've turned this new leaf into this new year, I wanted to take a moment to look back through my collection and see how many fragrances I acquired over the past year that came out over the past year. Today we're going to discuss my favorite fragrance releases of 2022. A lot of hits, some misses, but mostly hits. I feel like it's been a pretty solid year overall for fragrance, and I was a little surprised when I counted exactly 10 in my collection. 9 designer and 1 niche. I suppose a top 10 2022 fragrance video was just meant to be made. I'm going to highlight and rank them. That's right, gonna attempt another ranking video. But before I do that, there's 2 I haven't even smelled yet. Sealed in their boxes, right here, sitting on my desk, collecting dust, just waiting for me to finally film this. I'm so excited for the first time in real time with you to finally test out Azzaro Chrome Eau de Parfum and Hermes H24 Eau de Parfum. Both EDP sequels to their respective Eau de Toilette predecessors. I have smelled and I like the original DNAs of both of these lines, but just like Bleu de Chanel, Armani Code, Dolce & Gabbana's The One, Givenchy's Gentleman, I just seem to have a pattern of gravitating more towards the Eau de Parfum flankers. So we're gonna see, with all of you as my witness, whether these 2 lines will follow in lockstep behind those other designer examples. So let's bust out these bad boys and see how they stack up against the other 2022 releases I currently own. But first, as you know, the best thing you can do to help us lowly YouTubers gain some traction on this YouTubely platform is to subscribe. Yes, you can become an official nostril right now. You'll help the channel and bless yourself with so much shining, glorious fragrance content sent directly to your feed. Hit that like button, share me with your friends, and let's get into it. My top 10 2022 released fragrances ranked from least to most favorite. Here we go. The doctor is now in. Starting as promised with my first impressions and performance tests of the 2 newbies, Azzaro Chrome EDP and Hermes H24 EDP. Let's cut them open. Here's the boxes, and I already wrecked this one with the knife. Oh God, this is a dangerous job. As expected, the Azzaro Chrome bottle looks exactly like all the other Azzaro Chrome bottles, but it's got a nice blue to clear gradient in the glass. Ooh, it's so shiny. Look at that glare. Now the Hermes. The box is really nothing special. It's not worth looking at. There you go. Oh, goodness. Sorry, neighbors. And I do dig these H24 bottles. They're like, you know, diamond shapes, if you want to call it that, I guess. You know, they're like it's like the front of a ship or something. I don't know. All right, now let's get to spraying. My favorite part, here we go. Starting with Azzaro Chrome Eau de Parfum over here. Oh, fresh. H24 Eau de Parfum over here. Ooh, oh, wow. Huh. Okay, it smells like chrome. Not bad. Ooh, the opening on H24 is very herbaceous, very green, also very fresh. All right, well, I'm gonna step away, let these fully develop, then I'm gonna come back and go more in depth about these 2. So just hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, so now these 2 have fully dried down. My attitude really hasn't changed about them. They've developed really nicely. I really like them, and during that little intermission, I think I have a good idea where I will rank them in this list compared to the others. One thing is for certain though, neither of them are coming in last. Nope, last place goes to Dior Homme Cologne. Hate to rank it here, but I have to on 2 factors. First, the obvious one, this performance is laughable. It's a fart in the wind. Does not last at all, at least on me. And the second factor is, it's just kind of boring. It smells nice, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't hold true to that Dior Homme identity. That powdery iris I was hoping would make an appearance, but alas, it is for the most part completely absent from this blend. I wish it was more like how Guerlain approached their L'Homme Ideal cologne, although also weak performance-wise. Fact, it at least holds true to the core DNA of the line, that signature almond accord we love so much. And Dior Homme cologne would be so much better with their signature Dior Homme iris note. At least somewhere in there, for f***'s sake, even if it's subtle. But no. Sure, it smells like a delicious lemonade on a hot summer day, which is lovely, but I don't think it should be in the Dior Homme line. That's my opinion. They should have just released it as, I don't know, Dior Super Fresh or something. Dior Country Time. You like Country Time lemonade? Well, you want to smell like it too? So, sorry. Didn't mean to let my emotions get the best of me. It's a little disappointing, but I can't take away the fact that it does smell objectively good. Regardless, compared to the others on my list today, this one undoubtedly thrilled me the least. And I strongly suggest sampling before you buy. And if you have a different opinion on this than me, then you know where to put it. I'm all ears. Next up, I'll throw Azzaro Chrome Eau de Parfum right here. Yeah, it's an improvement over the original. Slightly less aldehydic and a little bit more depth, but still, and no offense to any Chrome fans, in my opinion, still nothing really to write home about. I kind of expected that anyway though. Like I said, I dig the Chrome DNA, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite thing out there. Far from it. So I would recommend this to those who really love the Azzaro Chrome DNA, but want something with just a little bit more. A little bit more Chrome. Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Everything is chrome in the future.
Don't take my judgment in this current moment as granted. I have a feeling this one will start to grow on me as we get closer to warmer seasons. Stay tuned till then. Might I suggest you subscribe? Coming in slightly above, I'll throw Drakkar Intense by Guy Laroche right here. Not on smell or price, because in both those factors it's solid, but kind of like Dior Homme cologne, mostly on performance. Although the Intense name is fairly deceiving, it doesn't last all that long. But unlike Dior Homme cologne, this one is a super cheapie. So when you factor in what you pay for and how good it smells, you really can't complain. I think I paid like 30 bucks for this. Not bad. Retaining that fougere flavor from its predecessor, Drakkar Noir, which I think has been around for like 40 years. So a 40-year sequel. Not bad. They waited longer than Dumb and Dumber. Even though the note breakdown is very similar. One of the key differences being a softer suede note as opposed to a rugged leather note found in Noir. To me, it's like this is easier to pull off, less earthy, more of a fresh, clean, and modernized rendition. Not bad if you want to smell nice with a scent built on a classic DNA from a solid brand, and if you're on a real tight budget. Another one from Azzaro, the most wanted parfum, I believe will nestle itself right in this spot as our lucky number 7. I actually really like this one. I think for the price, it's just interesting enough for me to justify purchasing. But if I'm going on scent alone, I would have to admit, it doesn't really knock my socks off either. It more than makes up for it in quality, overall pleasantness, and stellar performance. It's a beast, and it's real good. Really nice, easy, fun, playful, and distinguished all in one, and it will last you all day and night. I have 2 reasons for putting it in this number 7 spot. First off, it does have reminiscence to many things I've smelled before, which isn't necessarily a bad thing when a fragrance has a nice familiarity. Not to say it doesn't have some originality to it as well. Like I've said before, the wanted DNA at its core is really nicely constructed. Then you add this boozy vanilla for some mature sweetness and bam! So I'm just speaking more or less for myself, which is actually my second reason. As someone with a ton of options to grab from in my insane collection, this one just may not be one which I reach for as often as others. But I will say this is a huge step above the average designer world, especially in this price range. And if you are like 99.9999999% of people in the world who only want a handful of bottles, I think this one with its versatility is worthy of being in an average person's small collection. For those who A, want something of high quality but don't want to drop a ton of cash, B, something that smells really nice and performs really good, and C, still wants to stand out. This, I believe, is a great choice if that's what you're after. Side note, again, I have a full buying guide for this entire line just sitting on my computer desktop, waiting for me to finally edit and release it. I promise I will get on that as soon as possible and get it out to you. So sorry for the delay. Again, it's been a busy time of year for me. But yes, that will be coming soon, so subscribe. And right here in the 6th spot is, I think, where I would put H24 as of now. Uniqueness and quality are way high. Performance is nothing to sneeze at. Unless you're allergic to any of this, then you may sneeze at it. This is very green, woody, and aromatic with oak moss, clary sage, Brazilian rosewood, and an uncommon note I'm not sure I've seen before called sclarine? I'll just spell it right here. You look it up. Which is described as a strong, dry, woody note with metallic undertones. I can see where that would be prominent in the mix. However, much like Azzaro Chrome Eau de Parfum, I do believe this is also a big step above its EDT predecessor. And the pattern continues. Yes, it retains that sharp metallic property, but much more dialed back and less harsh. It's a little bit warmer, a little bit more rounded. It's really nice for what it is, and I love that kind of green herbal scent when I'm in the mood for it. So good on you, Hermes. This is one of the few from this brand I'm super stoked to own. And I'm really curious how my opinion of this scent may evolve as we get closer to spring. Okay, top 5, here we go. One of the better designer releases of the year, and one I couldn't refuse. Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privée. Yes, when the title has 4 words, you know it's something serious. I'm a huge fan of the Gentleman line. I think you get so much bang for your buck. They have a similar feel to the Dior Homme line with that powdery iris, but to me the Givenchy Gentleman iris is a little bit more balsamic and vanillic and less lipsticky and leathery than the Dior Homme iris. And this is such a lush and boozy take on the iris prominent Gentleman DNA, with the addition of whiskey, woods, amber, and chestnut. Although not really similar to the chestnut found in the Stronger With You line. Stronger With You absolutely has chestnut and booze, but GGRP, yes, we're abbreviating this to GGRP from now on, otherwise the video would be way too long. GGRP, the perfect scent for those with AARP, much more grown up than the others in the line and performs like an absolute boss. I would have ranked this higher, but I have to confess something. For some reason, at least on me, it gives me a little bit of a cardboard smell in the open. Yeah, sounds weird, I know. Maybe my skin requires a lot of dry down to open up and get the full experience, but that's the only negative for me. Not that I really mind. I think it has an elegant richness, but a friend of mine smelled it on me and did tell me in his opinion that it kind of had a old man smell. May not be the best description, but that's what he said, which may be due to its distinguished nature. Therefore, I would suggest trying before buying. Shouldn't be too hard to find in department stores, and if you do try, please do share your opinions with all of us in the comments below. Do you get that same cardboard thing, or is that just me? I still love it. I think it's such a great designer release, and it's always nice when a design house occasionally breaks the mold. Coming in at number 4 though, to be honest, I had a hard time choosing between who would come in 4th or 5th, because this next one and GGRP were pretty well tied up. But I had to put my Tom Ford Noir Extreme Parfum slightly above on the list due to the sheer splendor of this scent DNA. It's so original, so unique, so head-turningly gorgeous. I love this take on the original Noir Extreme Eau de Parfum, which has been a favorite of mine for years now. The only issue I've experienced since owning the Parfum and wearing it over the winter, not as strong on performance as I would like it to be. It does pretty well on longevity on my skin, but for the asking price, I just wish it did a little bit better on consistent projection. Although bear in mind, it may just be my skin, especially in the dry air. My skin gets dry and has a tendency to eat fragrance, so this may not be an issue for you. If your skin does get dry in the winter, I suggest applying lotion before any fragrance anyway. I tried that and it helped a little bit, but not as much as I'd hoped. So whatever, it has its caveats when it comes to performance versus price on me personally. The scent alone is to die for, making the oh so sexy Noir Extreme scent profile miraculously even sexier by adding some leather and oud. I'm sure this is really easy for you to find in your local mall. Test it out fully on your skin before you drop that Tom Ford money. Share with me your opinion in the comments. I say, if you end up loving it as much as I do, I believe it's worth spending. Yet, I would still shop around on the discounters first to see if you can find it there for a better price. Now we're in the top 3, and right here, I'm gonna put my one niche fragrance for this list. Again, I have to shout out Summer Vibes 4.0. This thing blew my doors off last summer from one of my new favorite US indie brands based in Norfolk, Virginia, Authenticity Perfumes, and one which will undoubtedly continue to be a summer reach for me. Probably forever. A delectable frozen pineapple popsicle treat of a scent. Just a juicy, sweet, fun party in a bottle. I think this would have ranked even higher than the number 3 spot if it performed a little bit better, but I'm not complaining for how good it smells and the price. I can spray myself mad with this one. One I highly recommend you all get a sample of and try yourself, because I love it. I love this brand, and I'm always happy to send a little love their way. But one of the shockers of the year, something I would have never guessed in my wildest dreams would ever rank this high on a list like this when I first heard it was announced, because it was something I reluctantly picked up assuming it would just be a joyless cash grab from the top-selling men's marketed fragrance line of all time, Acqua, and this is the long-awaited Eau de Parfum, a sequel which came out a quarter century after the original. My expectations were severely on the low end, but my, oh my, I kind of couldn't believe my nose. I may be in the minority here, and many may disagree with its ranking compared to modernized masterpieces like GGRP or TFNEP. I'm too lazy to say the full names, okay? Give me a break. 80G EDP? I really fell for this one. I fell hard. Gotta hand it to Alberto Marias as the genius perfumer he is, to keep the legendary line alive by creating this incredible modern interpretation. And performance? On my skin, it's a rock solid freshie. So there we are. Performance, price, overall pleasantness, it floored me on first impression, which you can see right here in this video, and it's only grown on me since then. Look, I'm not the kind of guy who just follows the hype train. I could care less about owning a bottle of Acqua or Sauvage or any fragrance which has just been worn to death by the masses, but this to me is different. It's a really nuanced, fresh approach to this scent DNA, and I'm for it. Check it out if you can. It's something I predict I will be wearing a lot this summer. And there was a chance it would have made it to number 1 on my list today if not for Emporio Armani's Stronger With You Oud. Yes, this one took the cake. It took the whole bakery. A strong, oudy, leathery, masculine, smack you in the face with a jumbo pretzel type bakery at that. Whatever that could possibly mean. Somebody lock this one up because it's insane. What can I say about it I haven't already said before? It's bold and daring, yet smooth, lovely, and wearable with that designer ease, but you'll smell like anybody has ever smelled before. It makes a powerful statement with that touch of oud to the otherwise sweet and gourmand chestnut dominant Stronger With You scent DNA. Not funky or animalic whatsoever. Not a barnyard insight. This fragrance right here, pure confidence in a bottle. This is one of the best commercial line designer releases I've experienced in my fragrance journey so far. And if you get the chance to smell it, you'll understand immediately why it made it to number 1 on this list today. Well done 2022 on all of these really great fragrance releases. Here's to looking forward to seeing more of what's in store for us scent geeks over this coming year. I'll be right here hunting down all the best things 2023 has to offer. Won't you join me? Why not subscribe and jump into the adventure? Together we can discover marvelous things. Be sure to leave a comment so we can live out your scent adventures together. And if you want to help out the channel, give us a like and ding the bell so the algorithm gods bless you with an adventurous 2023. And share this video with anyone you know who may be wanting to start their own personal fragrance adventure this year. Either way you slice it, I'm just looking forward to having more adventures with you over 2023. Thanks for being a part of mine. Let's reconvene right here next time. Till then, my nostrils of 2023, won't you please stay smelly? The doctor is out.